All right, what's going on, everyone? It's your favorite minority from the loud majority, touching base with the base. It's not a political video. A lot of things going on, but P. Diddy's out here. He's acting like OJ Simpson right now. He's jumping on planes. He's fleeing the country. He's selling off his stock. He sold off his I believe he sold his shares to his company Revolt, if I'm not mistaken. Um, yeah, he's in full blown panic mode, yo. You can just tell. It's not looking good for P. Diddy right now. Okay. They raided his house yesterday um, in connection to a sex trafficking investigation. Okay. Now, this comes after his I'm gonna say fiance or ex-girlfriend or whatever you want to call her. Um, what's her name? Cassie. Um, she basically put it out there that Diddy, you know, Diddy was involved in some sex trafficking business. Not a good look. But if you've been keeping up with a lot of this stuff like me for the last couple of years, then this really isn't surprising to you. I mean, it's not surprising to me because for the last few years, people like me have been reading, researching about Hollywood, and the depraved nature of people in Hollywood and Washington and, positions of power, put it like that. And that a lot of these people are involved in some very, very nasty shit, okay? That would probably make a lot of people's stomach turn. People found out about, a lot of these things that a lot of the people that they look at as heroes, if they realize what a lot of these people were doing, they wouldn't really be too happy about it. I mean, a lot of people would be devastated. So this video is going to go into a little bit more about P. Diddy, all right, and his history. His particular history with one particular artist, okay? You all know this artist. His name is Usher, okay? Now, what a lot of people don't know is that Usher was discovered by P. Diddy when he was probably about 15, I want to say 15, 16 years old. And you can imagine what that would be like for somebody like Usher at that age to meet somebody like P. Diddy, who was pretty much already he was already a big deal. He was already, doing his thing. He already had Bad Boy pretty, he was a big deal in the music industry already at that time. Just put it like that. Or if he wasn't a big deal, he was definitely on the rise at that particular moment in time when he discovered Usher. Now, parents can sometimes be completely oblivious, or not even oblivious, but sometimes parents just throw all precaution out the window when it comes to opportunities for their children, right? Now, I don't know about you, but me, I have a 15-year-old son, right? My son right now is 15 years old. I got a 15-year-old preteen, well, not preteen, he's a teenager. Ain't no way in hell I'm gonna send my son to go live with nobody in a whole nother state, couple states away, because I think that it'll help his football career, because my son plays football. That's what Usher's mom did to him at the age of 15 with P. Diddy. She sent him to go live in New York City with P. Diddy at the age of 15 because she figured it would help his music career. So the parents are just as much to blame one thing for these type of things. Now you can imagine all these things coming out about Diddy now, right? All these sexual assault accusations and things like that, and all these accusations about his depraved nature and his sick and twisted fantasies and the things he was into. What do you think that he was doing with a 15-year-old boy in his prime? 15 years old, you're coming up, not in your prime, but you're coming up, you got you're finally getting a little hair on your chest. You finally, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You finally just you start to develop some type of, type of muscles, some type of figure, you know what I mean? Some tone in your body. You could imagine what was going through P. Diddy's mind as he had this 15-year-old boy walking through his house every day, and he had to answer to nobody about whatever he was doing with him or to him. So I'm gonna go into a we're gonna go I'm gonna do a reaction video about this. You're not gonna be able to see the video, but you're gonna be able to hear it. So without further ado, I'm gonna jump into this. All right, here we go.
Before he met Diddy, Usher was a kid who believed he was destined to be great. Or combination stuff. It was his dream. If I don't believe it, nobody else would. When he was only 13, the world started believing in his talent. Young man is going places. The next Michael Jackson. But to become a star, he had to spend a year with the man he barely knew. You change your name.
That's just creepy to me.
Okay.
Sending you over to something called Puffy Flavor Camp.
Do you feel like that took away from your childhood at all?
Flavor Camp was Usher's last chance
Yeah.
at having a career.
Anybody else hear how Diddy just said, "I have become love"? That is the creepiest shit I've ever heard anybody say ever. Okay, that is just the creepiest thing I've ever heard anybody ever say. I have become love. What? I think at this point, Diddy already knew what was coming his way, and he was starting to spiral out of control a little bit.
Giving up is not an option in life. There's always a way. The allegations are absolutely horrific. Were you the only kid at Puffy Flavor Camp?
We'll be hanging out and what we doing. Look, we can't really disclose.
Music mogul Sean Diddy Combs accused of striking a kid with assault.
But Usher didn't just survive Flavor Camp. He thrived from it.
I'll never forget the first day. I'm getting ready to do a showcase for my record company. My golden ticket was my voice.
Hmm.
Hey man, it's just puberty. You're gonna go through it. But when you raise your voice to sing and you could do it so easily, now it's not.
Now, if you're joining the live now, I'm doing a live reaction to this Usher video where he explains how he went to
It's funny.
go live with P. Diddy when he was very young.
I think I may have ran about 10 miles. When I got back, my mother, she told me, I know this is hard, but we're gonna fight for it. We're gonna fight through it. I'm gonna make sure that they don't drop you.
When Usher was just 13 years old, his mother was hell-bent on making him a star.
Man, I had a mother who was strict.
And see, and this is the problem with the industry right here. Parents like that, right? Like, I'm not gonna say that like Usher hasn't, successfully, hasn't had a successful career. He has. He's had a successful career. But if you have to sacrifice your child for him, if you got to sacrifice your child's innocence for him to have a successful music career, I'm sorry, that's not worth it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if the mom thinks about that. I don't know if the mom I don't know if his mom's alive. I don't know anything about that. I don't know anything about Usher's mom. But if she is alive, which I don't know if she is or not, like, I wonder if she thinks about that at all, about what could have been happening to her son day in and day out while he was a couple states away staying with a complete stranger who, if she's alive now, if she sees all the things that are coming out about P. Diddy, and then, she thinks about the fact like, wow, I actually sent my child to go live with this man when my child was underage. You know what I mean? So these parents are a huge part to blame in these situations in Hollywood. I know you guys most likely have all just seen the Nickelodeon documentary and stuff. A lot of these parents are to blame. Okay.
influence in your life,
Oh,
right?
definitely. She's my manager, and I keep her with me everywhere I go.
But during their next meeting with the label, Usher would have to make a sacrifice if he was going to keep his dream alive.
They didn't want me in. They would actually say, "You're too close to the project." Well, Puppy was there. I didn't know him. And he said, "You're gonna have to trust me."
Puff Daddy becomes the legal guardian of young singer Usher Raymond. He's going to mentor you and show you the life. We're sending you
New
over
York
to
City.
something called Puffy Flavor Camp.
I'm gone. I want to interview.
Puffy flavor camp. I'm sorry, that just sounds like very, very weird.
Talented producer.
I don't like that little part in his head neither.
Believe the hype. We banging, baby.
Majesty, it's female friendly.
Showing fucked up tonight.
You spent $1.5 million on it.
I think they never been to a Diddy party.
The infamous Diddy parties. Oh man, the infamous Diddy parties now. Now, this is pretty much the subject of this whole investigation into Diddy, is these parties, right? This has like been the main talk about everything that has to do with Diddy. It's these parties, okay? These parties that ultimately just end in giant orgies, okay? That just turn into like a giant freak fest where everybody's just getting it on with each other pretty much, and everybody's just, going all out. Okay, now today, there's information that came out that Prince Harry, okay, Prince Harry has been named as one of the people that has been spotted at one of these parties, and that apparently there's some sort of video footage of Prince Harry at this one of these parties. Now, there's no information about what he's doing in the video. There's nothing that says that he's doing anything inappropriate in the video. But I would assume that if you're at a Diddy party and you're on camera, it's most likely because it's a pretty wild moment and they wanted to get it on camera. So I hope the people that were going to Diddy's parties are ready for what's about to happen, because it's all about to burst. No pun intended. I don't know if that was the best word choice.
He didn't understand.
Most kids will be excited about it. I'm around grown women, and I'm seeing them do things, and
The rumors keep mounting about rapper Diddy's parties. The allegations are absolutely horrific.
The parties had a reputation for being filled with drugs, orgies, and suspicion.
See, this is what I'm saying. Orgies, right? As a parent, you sent your 15-year-old child to go live with this man. It doesn't matter if that's a boy. Like, you can't just be like, oh, but he's a boy. Listen, I don't care. My 15-year-old son is my 15-year-old son. You know what I mean? Like, you're not going to be, showing him that type of stuff and thinking I'm going to just be like, oh, well, it's cool because he's a boy. Nah. Hell no. All right? A 15-year-old boy living with a man who likes to have orgies in the middle of his house. I don't even want to begin to think about what they was doing to Usher, man. And Usher might never ever come out and speak out about it. But I genuinely don't even want to like begin to think what they was doing to Usher, man. And so many people love Usher, but I really don't want to think about what they was doing to him.
Children.
Breaking news. Diddy adopted a white child. I'm still have beautiful parents, but you're my child, Russell. Blood.
Now, did the Me Too movement miss this?
That's
We
weird.
be hanging out and we doing.
That's so weird.
We can't really disclose, but it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream. I don't have legal guardianship of him. I had legal guardianship of Usher when he did his first album. I did Usher Stage. But for the next 48 hours, he's with me. So yeah, and we gonna go full crazy. Crazy.
Bieber had that yummy. That's crazy. He done got the Justin Bieber too. I have no doubt he's got the Justin Bieber. Listen, Have we not seen the videos of Justin Bieber lately? Well, not lately, but like not that long ago, where he was giving interviews where he looked like he was just defeated by Hollywood. Like he was speaking out, saying about, talking about how he didn't want I think his fiance at the time. I don't know if they're still together or not. How he didn't want, her to end up going through some of the things he went through. It was an interview like, I don't want them to do to her the things they did to me. And it was just kind of very vague. Like, what do you mean? Like, what did they do to you? And he looked very traumatized. He looked like he was replaying some very, very horrific things over in his mind that most likely had happened to him. Like, if people really still don't think that some of their favorite celebrities, some of the biggest celebrities out there right now have not been sexually assaulted or taken advantage of in some sort of way to get where they are, let me tell you, these labels and these execs, they know what they're giving you. They know they're giving you power when they give you these big contracts and this money. But they're not giving it to these people without first having something that they can hold over their head. That's just not happening. Okay. These people, you're not getting millions of dollars handed to you unless there's something that they can hold over your head. Okay. Unless there's something that they got on you where they can then use to their advantage, basically to get you to push or support whatever narratives it is that they want you to, then you don't. Why do you think there's only a select few that are actually very successful in the industry? See, this is the problem too with the industry. People think that, people in the industry, they're all rich. No, a lot of them aren't rich. Okay. The ones who are really rich and really set are the ones who play the game. Okay. They stay quiet. They don't talk about these things that's going on in Hollywood. They push whatever narrative Hollywood wants. They play the game. They play it all the way through. Okay. All the way through, because they don't want to lose out on anything that they've been handed or that they're going to be given. Okay. Because you got to remember, they're promised things. Hey, we'll put you in a beautiful position, but you gotta do this.
How did you make sure that people didn't take advantage of him?
My mother used to tell me all the time, you need to stop telling people that you're going to be a big artist. I'm like, why? That's what I believe. That's what I think about myself. If I don't believe it, nobody else would.
Though Diddy was extremely controversial, he also gave Usher freedom he never had.
Greater than just being an artist, that man helped me understand life. He helped me understand what it was to be an artist. He helped me understand what it was to be passionate about something.
At the root of Usher's passion for music was a kid looking for his father.
There's nothing like a father's love. I suffered a long time making moves based off of the fact that I didn't have a dad.
And I was the kind of kid that I've always wanted the most attention, so I would go over and beyond to make sure that I got it, whether it was dancing, singing, and that actually just turned into my talent.
Usher and Diddy started work on the album, and even though Usher's voice had changed, Diddy made Usher feel accepted.
May not be able to rap, may not be able to sing, but there's something else that you could do. A lot of our young brothers and sisters, there's nobody that's showing them and guiding them through the business.
And as he broke free from the control of his mother, Usher found a father figure.
Okay.
Keep your dream going, baby.
As a result of being around that man, I don't sleep to this day. This is a dude who just never slept.
You're writing this song for like 30 months.
Can't sleep. How you gonna sleep? How you gonna sleep? He high on cocaine all the time, and he fueled up on orgy parties. Okay, I wouldn't sleep either. I mean, I don't know what I would do in this situation, to be honest. That's just the truth. I don't know what I would do. Usher.
As Usher became one of the most committed artists in the industry, he also became notorious for his sex appeal.
I just felt confident enough to tell anybody, this is who I am.
Have you or do you make love to your own music?
That's a weird question to ask somebody. Oprah, why would you ask him that?
The church singer he started out as.
You want to make it in this business,
You have to be willing to make the sacrifices that come with it.
But despite
Yeah,
their
see, that's the thing
extremely
that I'm telling you right
frustrating
there. Those sacrifices. What are those sacrifices exactly? Your virgin, your virgin hole.
Usher was about to become a father, but he had never gotten to know his.
I began to think about what life would be if I just decided to never know it. And I didn't want my life to go that way. So I reached out to him. So it's hard because I make the decision whether you live or you die. That right there killed me. It's like I'm not ready for that. He's being held in intensive care at the time. They say he needs his transplant. So imagine if you decide at this moment to just let it go and not try. I put my anger aside and I did it. And within the process of undergoing a liver transplant, he slipped into a coma and he didn't make it back.
Mm. They look just like him too. That's crazy.
I guess the hardest part of this story is the fact that within the process of making the decision of whether my father lives or dies, if they take him off of the machine, my son is across town, just being born.
Wow.
The whole purpose and reason behind even trying to fix this relationship was to make sure that my son knew where his name came from. But I lost that opportunity. He never got a chance to meet it. I tried my best to right the wrong that was my father.
See, this is why you need a father in your life, right? Because I'm pretty sure, pardon me, I'm pretty sure that if, okay, a lot of y'all probably not gonna like what I got to say, right? But this is the truth. If his father was in his life, if his father was a good man, which I don't know, I can't say he was. I don't know if he wasn't in his life by choice or not. We probably wouldn't know Usher. Usher probably wouldn't exist. I mean, the artist that we know Usher as, because his father probably wouldn't have been with sending his son to go live with no strange man in a whole nother state, a few states away at the age of 15. Okay. And like I said, if Usher is who he is today because he had to sacrifice his innocence at a young age, then it wasn't worth it. And if anybody says, oh, well, we wouldn't have Usher if he didn't. So basically what you're saying is you're okay with him being molested as long as we got the artist Usher out of it. No. No. If we had to lose out on the artist known as Usher so that he got to keep his childhood and his innocence, so be it. So be it. And I think that would have happened if his father was in his life. This is why we need fathers in the homes. And I had to learn that myself because I had my first son at 18 and I did not know what I was doing. Okay. I was a lost cause. It took me a while to figure it out, and then I figured it out. Now, guess what? That's all I want to tell other people. Because who better to tell you than somebody that's been through it or did it themselves, right?
He made a decision not to be in my life. So now I make the decision to be in my children's life.
Now, Usher watches closely.
I feel that. I feel that. Because I lost my father when I was 18 months old, and I never knew my father. So that's another reason that made me think about the fact that I needed to grow up and become a better father for my kids.
Over his kids, like his mother used to do with him.
I personally hold you to a higher standard because I know what work it takes to be great. Anything that you want to be great at, you have to make it a process. Like it's a part of your every thought.
Over time, Usher distanced himself from Diddy. But
I wonder why.
Freedom to be themselves, like he learned from him.
To have a dad that you can talk to and be able to be transparent with to help your kids, I think it's important. Usher and Nadeed will never know a day where there's a father who wasn't there, who elects not to be there. I'm going to be there for them. I'm going to be as helpful as I possibly can and be strong for them being strong with it. When life shows itself to be tumultuous, it's because you're being prepared for something. That's what I believe.
All right. Not bad. I'll say this. All right. Like I said, I'll say it again. If we had to sacrifice the artist known as Usher so that Usher was able to have a regular childhood and not be, because I guarantee, if I look deeper and I find a whole different hold on, give me a second, son. One moment. All right, sorry. If I dig a little deeper, I guarantee you I can find another documentary or something that goes a little bit deeper into the relationship between P. Diddy and Usher. Okay. I'm pretty sure I can find something that goes way deeper, and I'm pretty sure it's not good. Not good. Okay. Like I said, a lot of you probably watched that documentary that just came out about Nickelodeon recently. It ain't just Nickelodeon. It ain't just Disney. It ain't just the TV industry. It ain't just the movie industry. It's Hollywood. It's all over Hollywood, okay? It's everywhere, okay? More than likely your favorite child stars or past child stars have either been abused, sexually assaulted, taken advantage of, threatened, physically assaulted, just so they can have an opportunity to be in a movie or be put in a position that would help them make a lot of money, help them make them rich and famous. That's the way it works in Hollywood. Okay, that's the way it works with everyone. Okay, in every one of these entertainment industries, you're not gonna get to the top unless you let these very powerful people take advantage of you in any way they desire. And there's more ways than one that they could take advantage. But that's the end of this video. Like I said, it was just a short reaction video. But guys, make sure you do me a favor. You hit like on this video. Make sure you guys subscribe to the page. Make sure you guys are sharing the videos. Make sure you guys are commenting. I appreciate everybody that's continuing to show support. I got a lot more videos coming. I'm not doing another official podcast episode 40. That'll be my 40th episode. And I'm not doing that until I have a proper guest to bring on to the show, because from now on, I'm going to have guests on the actual podcast episodes. This is a reaction video. This isn't a podcast episode, technically speaking. Okay? So let's make sure you guys got that clear. All right? All right. Well, once again, it's your favorite minority from the loud majority, just touching base with the bass. You guys have a good night. Peace.